Hello. Let's consider this question. WASSCE 2024 Liberia question number 11b. This question is: a man spent 3/7 of his income on food, 1/4 on the remaining income on transport, and 1/3 of what is still left on miscellaneous. If the amount left as savings was 9,000 lei, how much was his income? All right. So this is on fraction, okay? And the question is asking that we find if 9,000 lei is the amount as savings, all right? Then we should find how much his income is. And he spent some of the income on food, he spent some on transport and miscellaneous, okay? So we don't know the income of the man. So what we are going to do is to represent the income of the man by a variable, as we always do. So let's say let X be the man's income. Okay, let X be the man's income. And if X is his income, at the beginning the man spent 3/4 of his income on food. So let's look at amount he spent on food. Amount spent on food. If X is his income, then how much did he spend on food? He spent 3/7 of his income. So 3/7x. That is 3/7 of his income on food. So 3/7x. Alright. And the question continued to say that 1/4 of the remaining income on transport. So after the man has spent this, the amount that was left, he spent 1/4 on transport. So we now have to look at the amount left after spending this. So amount left. Amount left, okay, after spending on food. So he spent this on food. What is the amount left? His total income, entire income was X, or is X, and he has spent 3/7 of X. So what will be the amount left? That is his entire income minus what he has spent. Alright, so X minus 3/7x. This is his income, this is what he has spent. So if you subtract what he has spent from his income, that will be the amount left. And we know that the coefficient of x is 1. So 1 minus 3/7, I think that will give us 4/7x. Okay, so the amount left after he has spent on food is 4/7x. Okay, so let's continue from this side. And what does the question again begin to say? So this is the amount left. He said the amount left, what, 1/4 of the remaining income on transport. So now we know the remaining income. The amount left is the remaining income. So now let's look at how much he spent on transport. So amount spent on transport. Okay. How much did he spend on transport? 1/4 of the remaining. This is the remaining. So 1/4 of 4. So 1/4 times 4/7x. So that will give us the amount he spent on transport. So you can see 4 will cancel 4, and then we have 1/7x. So 1/7x is the amount he spent on transport. Alright, 1/7x is the amount he spent on transport. Okay, then let's continue, and then we still see what is happening. And 1/3 of what is still left on miscellaneous. So 1/3 of what is still left. Okay, he has spent 3/7x on food, and he has spent 1/7x on transport. You say what is still left? He spent 1/3 on miscellaneous. So we now have to go and look at, after he spent this on transport, what is still left. So this was the amount left, and what was left here, he spent 1/7 of what was left. So if you want to know the remaining, still what is remain, and he spent 1/3 on miscellaneous, then we have to subtract this, okay, 1/7 of x from the 4/7 of x, okay, because this was what was remaining and he spent this. So if you want to know what is still remain, so amount still left, still left, okay, amount still left, okay, so amount still left is we subtract 1/7x from 4/7 what x, so 4/7x minus 1/7x, and that will give us the amount still left, or the amount still what remaining, and that will give us what 4/7x minus 1/7x will give us, they have the same denominator, so you can say 7. 4 minus 1 will give us 3, so 3 on 7x. This is the amount still left, and the amount still left, he spent 1/3 on the amount still left. So now we will know the amount spent on miscellaneous. Amount spent on miscellaneous. 1/3 of what is still left. This is the amount still left. So we have 1/3 of 3/7x. So that we know the amount he spent on miscellaneous. 3 can chop 3, cancel 3, then we have 1/7 what? X. So on miscellaneous, he spent 1/7x. Alright. Then say if the amount left as savings is this, how much was his income? If the amount left, so he has spent this, amount spent on miscellaneous is this, definitely some was left as savings, and the savings was 9,000. So how much did he, how much was the man's income? So if you want to know the amount left after he has spent on this 3, food, transport, and saving, then the amount still left was this, and then he spent this one on this. So we are going to subtract this from this. Alright, this was the amount still left with him, and then with this he spent 1/7, 1/3 of this, and that was 1/7 of the entire income. So we are going to subtract 1/7 from the 3/7, and then we will know the amount left for savings. So amount left for savings will be equal to, I think that will give us here, will be equal to 3/7x minus 1/7x. So because this is the amount still left, and this one he spent 1/3 on miscellaneous, so we subtract this from this, and then we'll know. Okay, they have the same denominator as 7. 3 minus 1 will give us 2, so that will give us 2/7x. 2/7x. Or if you want to even get a 2/7x, you can take the man's income as x, and then when you take the man's income as x, you'll be subtracting from the amount he spent. So s minus 3/7, and then s minus also 1/7, and then minus another 1/7. That will also give you 2/7x. Okay, because if the man's income is x, when you subtract what he spent on food, what he spent on transport, and what he spent on miscellaneous, it will give you the amount that was left for savings. And then say amount left for savings was what? 9,000. It implies that 2/7x is equal to 9,000. 2/7x is equal to 9,000. So what are we going to do? We multiply 7 by 9,000. I think that will give us 2x to be 7, 9, 63. So 63,000. 63,000. And what are we going to do? We divide 63,000 by 2. So 63,000 divided by 2 will give us 31,500. So our x is 31,500. Therefore, how much was his income? Therefore, the man's income is equal to 31,500 lei. 31,500 lei. Okay, so this was the actual income of the man, and I believe that this is so simple to understand. See you once again. Bye bye.